Well, hello there, and I do hope you're all well. Now let's watch some epic party politics in the House of Commons. And the topic of debate was about what recent assessment Michael Gove has made with Cabinet colleagues of the potential impact of increases in interest rates and inflation on regional inequality. Now, after 12 years of Tory austerity, news about levelling up to most people is just a fantasy, isn't it? And austerity has impacted millions of people all up and down the country, hasn't it? But this Conservative Party still will have you believe that their politics is compassionate. Well, yesterday in Parliament, the Secretary of State for Levelling Up, Michael Gove, was up against Lisa Nandy of Labour, where she was tearing into this fantasy levelling up white paper and criticising the levelling up plan. But the Lisa Nandy speech started off with a bit of football punnery, you could say, and in the Michael Gove speech after, he was only too happy to carry on with the puns by likening Lisa Nandy to Marcus Rashford of Manchester United.
Can I welcome the update on the football scores, Mr Speaker? It foreshadows what we intend to do to their side at the next general election. The truth is, before they crashed the economy, they were already struggling. 12 months, 12 directors not in post, 12 missions going backwards. Only a third of the levelling up funds have been allocated, and after wasting our time with the short-lived investment zones, the second round is months behind schedule. According to this circular, a local planning department performing at this level would have been put into special measures by now, by him. So can we bring some sense to this madness, end the Hunger Games style competition and allow all our communities, not just his favourites, to decide how their own money is spent?
Yeah. Well, can I welcome to questions the Marcus Rashford of the Labour Party, the person who, coming on at the last minute, may actually change the fortunes of the team for the better. Who knows? But anyway, I wish the Honourable Lady good luck in all future penalty shootouts. If it is Hunger Games we're talking about, then it's the Labour Party leadership, which is closer to that than any other contest in this House. But on the substantive point that she makes, it is important that we look at how we fund local government overall. And of course there does need to be competitive funding in order to make sure that we can learn from the best. But it is also the case we need to look at formula funding as well, and we shall.
Lisa Nandy.
I'm more than happy to be compared to Marcus Rashford, Mr Speaker, feeding our kids when their government lets them go starving hungry. We've got almost as many funding pots in his department as we've had ministers in the last 12 months. Can he not see the problem? We both know that the only way out of this crisis is to get local and regional economies growing. So how can it be that the key department responsible for this was the biggest loser in last week's autumn statement? It makes no sense unless they have collectively decided to abandon attempts to level up our regional economies. So can he clarify this for the House? When they came for his budget, was he just ignored by the Chancellor, or did he not put up any fight at all?
Well, the autumn statement was, at a time of challenging news for the global economy, absolutely the right response. And again, not only did we secure a significant increase in funding, a record increase in funding for local government at the time of the previous spending review, we also, as my honourable friend, the member for North East Derbyshire pointed out, secured billions additionally for adult social care and for children's services. Once more, local government securing the funding it needs under a Conservative government that is putting stability and growth first.
Now, if I'm honest, I don't like it when they do these satirical puns, so to speak. To me, they just look ridiculous and as if they're not taking the situation serious or the subject. But that's just me, I suppose. Neither sounded authentic. And like I said, that's just me. Because interest rates and inflation are no laughing matter at this moment in the cost of living crisis. Nice reply about the feeding hungry kids line. Quite sharp, actually. But to me, it's like when a priest, tries to use a everyday life experience to bring religion or God or Jesus into the conversation, like they do. Well, I once went to a football match and all that sort of stuff. Just sounds fake and phony to me. But like as I say, that's just me. But I would like to ask those, do you think Lisa Nandy, I won't say intimidates, but more, would you say, more of a match for Michael Gove? See, the thing is, the reason why I ask is, when shooting with a feeding hungry kids line, I got the feeling it knocked the wind out of his sails. What do you think? Leave your comments below. Until the next time, I shall bid you farewell and take care.